Alright guys, welcome back to Narex FX channel. So in today's video, I want to show you how I was able to take this simple trade, and I'll also tell you what I did here. So I don't really want to be doing the before and after format how I used to do. I just want to explain how I was able to get this trade so you all could understand. So this is me trading ICT concept, and in this very trade I use the ICT unicorn model. Is actually what we call the breaker block. Yeah, so let me explain here. So on the 5 minutes I actually saw this breaker block. So let me just show you on the trading view what a breaker block looks like, a clear view. So this is what a breaker block look like here. In this place here, you ought to have a break of structure, or you don't call it a break of structure, you ought to have a sweep in liquidity here. So this was the old high, and this is where we had the sweep in liquidity, more like a break into liquidity. Then we retrace downwards, creating a shift in market structure here. And the last bullish order block that created this shift that was supposed to hold price here, the former bullish order block that was supposed to hold price, is now automatically our breaker block. So after we have this shift in market structure, we expect that price retrace to the breaker block in order to deliver down, to continue downward. So that was this is what a breaker block look like here. So then your entry is going to be from the block itself. This is the block now, so this is where you have your entry from. So your entry is going to be from here down to any liquidity level. And win is more like a high probability setup, or win is now called a unicorn model, is when you have a fair value gap around the block here. So if you now have a fair value gap here, then you are expecting price to retrace to the fair value gap in line with the block. That is what you now call the unicorn model. So let me show you how I saw this setup here in the chart, and this is it here. This is 5 minutes, guys. On the 5 minutes, okay, let me expand it a little bit. On the 5 minutes, we have the first part of the formation where price came in and it shifted in structure here. After a shift in market structure, it broke out here, taking out liquidity. So let me open it, like zoom in it. You see, this is like a sweep in liquidity. It might not be very visible here, but on my MT5, the other broker I use made it very visible for me. So after a sweep in liquidity, this is the previous order block. This is the previous bullish order block here. So I'm supposed to expect price to come to this order block and to continue, but because of the way price broke this previous order block, creating a break of structure down here, so it made it look like a bearish market and a breaker block, because this is the last order block and price broke down here. And now you can see something after this break. Let me show you, let me zoom in, guys. So if you should zoom in here, you can see what I was talking about. We have the fair value gap. This is a fair value gap, and this is the previous order block in line, making it a unicorn entry model. Entry model. So we have the breaker block, you have a fair value gap at the same point of interest, and you have that liquidity has been taken here. Then if you go lower, you'll be able to get an entry in this POI. Now if you go lower to 1 minute, because I did everything on the lower time frame, you go lower to 1 minute, you see that inside our point of interest I saw a market structure shift, which is one of the important things you should always identify before you take a trade. So this is where I saw the confirmation here, guys. So this is why I saw the confirmation, although I have already entered by limit order because I was not really on the market. This happened during the London session, so as at this retracement, you would have been in the market by the time price must have retraced down to this level. So before I even got the setup, or before price came to the breaker block itself, I already took my first entry around here, because I told you most time price tend to skip or snub good setup. So I already took my first entry around here, hoping that price is going to come to the breaker block, so as to continue bearish. So when I had this break of structure and I saw retracement down here, I knew that this is the exact place price was going to come from, because we've already created break of structure and a shift in market structure. So that is how I was able to get this very setup here. So this is what a breaker block look like. It is nothing very complex. So let me show you on my MT5. All right, this is what it looks like on the MT5. So we've taken out liquidity, so I'm expecting this rejection here. So this rejection is normal because we've taken out liquidity, but I'll still want to hold some of this position till my final take profit. Here is supposed to be my final take profit, so I've closed some and I'm still holding some. So here will be the final take profit, or this level here. So here is going to be my final take profit, but it will be better if I should close and maybe wait for more. So that's just what I wanted to show you on breaker block entry model, guys. So if you are not understanding anything at all, you can always do well to ask your questions, and maybe in my next video I'll be able to explain more using different example or more live analysis example. So please, if you